Hey guys, hello, internet land. I know you guys are watching us from both Facebook, from YouTube, and I'm so excited about today. You guys are in for a great treat. So I challenge you right now. I know many of you are just connecting, just getting on. Some of you are in traffic right now, coming home, and maybe you have your phone up for whatever reason. I want to say be safe and be careful. Don't be driving and distracted and all of that. But I can tell you right now, you're in for a great treat with this amazing testimony that you're going to hear in just a few moments. So go ahead and share the feed, share the feed, share the feed. We really want so many people to hear this amazing testimony. I believe that you're going to be blown away. I was so inspired. It was truly a tearjerker. Many of us were crying and tears was just streaming down our face. And it has really just impacted our community over the last few days. And we just wanted to bring it to you guys. We wanted to bring it here to social media. We wanted you to hear some of the things that's happening behind the scenes so that you can see how so many lives are being transformed and impacted. Once again, we are streaming from multiple places. So if you don't know who you're listening to, maybe somebody shared this. This is Dr. China Bethley. I am in the beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm so excited for this amazing movement that we're a part of that is changing lives around the world. I'm the founder of a company called Rich University, and we are excited to just bring you more and more and more incredible testimonies. And before we dive in with the special guest today, I really want to see you guys get the numbers up so you can hear how life-changing her testimony has been since saying yes to Forex. And I know some of you are listening in, you maybe just was scrolling and you don't really know what Forex is. And I promise you over the next few moments, whether you fully understand it or not will become irrelevant. I believe what's going to connect to you more is how this industry is changing the lives of people just like you. So if you have not shared it, go ahead and share it. Tag somebody, let them know we're live and in color, and we're going to dive on in. So once again, we're part of an amazing industry in this Forex space through my company, Rich University, that is just creating some incredible testimonies. And today I'm joined here with a beautiful woman right here in Atlanta, Georgia, with me as well, whose testimony just begin to ring throughout our private community. And some of you've even seen it on social media. You've seen her, testimony, and definitely had you crying as well, Zakia, right? I know. And it's just a blessing from God. And I think what did it for me more than anything is that the testimony just exemplified hope. It exemplified that it did not matter where you were in life and what had transpired up until this point, that you could actually say yes to something that was unfamiliar, uncommon, and that you didn't even know how it was gonna, manifest, and your life could be different in 2 weeks. And that's what blew me away after really going into depth of her amazing story. That this is a story that has transpired within the last 2 weeks, but we're going to take you back a little bit more. So let me introduce you to the beautiful Sabrina Lee. Sabrina is here with us in Atlanta, Georgia. Sabrina, thank you for being on with us today. Thank you for your yes to Forex. And I know maybe it wasn't your intent, but thank you for your transparency of your incredible story. Let everybody know your name. I know I stated, but a little bit about you before we go into the depth of your specific testimony.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. China. Um, my name is Sabrina Lee. I am a registered nurse. I have been living in Atlanta for about, oh God, since 2005. I came here when I left Albany, Georgia. I started a business after I left the hospital. I worked there for like 7 years, and I was like, I'm gonna start my own business. So back in 2010, health and wellness company. And so up until recently, it was doing well until the FDA took our flagship product off the market. But I thought I had another plan because I started a home care business. And then about a month after I opened the home care business, coronavirus hit. So I had to close the doors before I even got my first patient. And then shortly thereafter that, I found out that I needed bilateral knee replacements. So then I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I got monthly rent, a business, had put out ads for employees to hire people. And so now I'm trying to figure out what to do because I've sunk $30,000 into starting a new business.
But let's pause for a second. I don't
Yeah.
want you to give a lot of that was one line of a lot. I need you to tag every nurse that you know, every entrepreneur that you know, every mom that you know, every grandmom that you know, because that's who her story is for and what it represents. In this moment, I need for us to all be able to really tune in and not just think about ourselves, but think about the people that her story is going to impact. So, Sabrina, you said you're a registered nurse. You've been nursing for 30 years.
Yes.
You decided to go into the entrepreneur realm, and you've had a health and wellness company for about 10 years.
Yes.
But the FDA took your flagship product, so obviously that affected your business, sales of your business, because now the product that you've been promoting heavily for that time is no longer there. So
Correct.
you then go to opening up another business that you just begin to start right before COVID-19 hit, which was home health.
Correct. I was already doing home health, and I spent all last year working like a dog to fund my opening of my new business, because home health companies tend to do well because people want to stay home to get well. So I'm like, well, I'm already doing it for other people, so why not do it for myself? I could pay myself better than they do. But I was missing checks, and people don't always pay you right. And a lot of the nurses I work with, they know what I'm talking about. You don't always get your check on time. And so I thought this was the solution to my problem. But when it happened and it closed, I'm like, okay, what now? So, and during this time, my daughter, she kept telling me about, at the time I couldn't even remember the name of it. She's like, I want to show you this. I need to sit down with me. So I said, look, I ain't got time for that. I got to get this business running. I got to get it up and running. And I don't have any help right now. And I just don't have time. I said, let me do this first and then I'll listen. But after we had to close, I said, okay, well, I can get a job working for someone else. I did it last year. So I applied for several jobs, and I was trying to do interviews. But in the interim, I was having a lot of problems with my knees, trying to go here, there, and do everything. So I said, okay, I've been getting the injections in my knees for a while, so I'm going to get an injection. Went to get the injection. They did x-rays and told me, we can't give you injections because there's nothing there. It's pointless. You need bilateral knee replacements. Your right knee is gone, no cartilage left, and you got bone spurs and cysts. So I'm like, okay, so you're trying to tell me that I got to have both my knees replaced. So I'm thinking, okay, so I got to close my business because I can't keep paying rent for an empty office. So I was kind of like down and out, making plans to move out of my office. And then my daughter, she called. She's like, "Hey, you got some time? Yeah, I can come out." I said, "You know what? I'm not doing anything else. Why not? I'm stuck at home. I can't hardly walk. Why not?" So she
Wow.
came over and she showed it
Tell
to
us,
me.
tell us. I don't want to interject, but I just want them to hear a timeline. So you're at COVID-19 hits, your business of a home health shuts down right as you're starting to. You just put out $30,000 or something you mentioned to invest into the business,
Yes,
and now COVID-19. What month are we in at this point for you?
we are in March. I
Okay.
found out in February that the product that we were carrying for the other business, which was what was keeping me afloat while I
Mm,
started the home care business,
right.
we found out that we only had 3 weeks before we couldn't access it anymore. So we called
Wow.
all our clients and like, look, if you don't get it by this date, you can't get it at all because they just pulled it. And
Wow.
so it's not that they took it off the market, it's that they don't allow the pharmacies to compound it anymore.
Wow.
So I was right there at March. March 21st was the last day we did business. And we got in as many people as we could. And before the last two clients were even seen, they told me they were out. So I'm like, okay, that's it. No more
Okay.
money from there. So I was thinking that I could get my first two patients. But when I called the hospital to get my first two clients for my business, they told me that they couldn't vet a new agency and that they were too busy dealing with this COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm
Gotcha.
like, okay, so I said, but the services are free. I'm not even charging. They're
Wow.
free. If you know anybody that has two patients that I can see, I will provide the care for free. And it's like,
Wow.
it's too much going on. Can you just wait? Just call back. Just wait till this settle down. So I'm thinking, okay, we're going to be okay. This will blow over, maybe 3 months. Then they shut everything down, like everything. And
Mm.
then come to find out this is a lot long standing. Everybody's unemployed. Um, I can't get anything done and I can't do anything. And then in the interim, that's when I start having the problem with my knee. And I said, well, I need to go get this taken care of because I can't go see patients with my knee hurting. But
Wow.
that's when I found out it wasn't just knee pain. I actually need an overhaul.
Wow. Wow. Well, God is faithful. Let's transition. I could see you in the space right now. So we're gonna pull you from there and transition into the blessing.
Well, for me, the blessing really didn't come initially because I really wasn't even sure. You know, how you hear people say stuff. I mean, I've done different things, and I've been in different things, and so I wasn't really sure how this worked. And when you hear stuff, it's kind of hard to believe it when you hear it. And I'm like, there's got to be something catch to it. I'm like, so what's that supposed to mean, And so when she showed it to me, I said, okay, so you trying to tell me that you'll make, you know, um, money or every night, a profit every night. So if I do this, I'm like, okay, so what's the catch, So, and initially I was just like, look, once I saw it and she did the thing, she showed me her account, and I'm like, those are the kind of returns you're getting. And she was new too.
And
You
you're
know,
talking about your daughter right now.
my daughter was new too. She was one who was wanted to show it to me. And so I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'll try it. I trust my daughter. And so I said, I'll try it. Why not? I ain't got nothing else to lose. What else am I actually doing?
Mhm.
So I went ahead and pulled the money from a credit card to enroll because I didn't have any money.
Wow.
I was like, I ain't got no money. I'm just going to charge it. And so I charged it, did the enrollment. And after I did enrollment, she set my demo account up for me that same day. And she's only get you set up so you can start trading. I didn't really understand the terminology that she was using. All I understood was that I get some money back tomorrow. And so she set it up and she said, I'm going to show you. She said, you do the demo account. You don't even have to play with your real money. She said, you do the demo account. And so I did the first night. She showed me how to put it in. I put in the trade. And the next morning I woke up and I looked at it and it was like more money in there. And so, and then I said, okay, I know. So then I did it again the following night. And then I woke up the next morning and it was like $155 more in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I called her on the phone and I'm like, okay, so you trying to tell me that if this was real money, that this I said, it's too bad. No, this is what I said. I said, it's too bad this $155 ain't real. And she said, yeah, right. And I said, so you mean to tell me if this was real money, this app is a simulation, so to speak, of what I would get back if it was real. This what I would get back if this was real, and this is what I had in here. And she said, yeah. I said, well, you need to come on over here. You need to come on over here and just go in and sign me up now. I said, because I can't play with fake money. I need some real money right now with what's going on. I said, I can't do monopoly money. I need real money. So she came and she set up my real account. And after she set up my real account, I pulled some more money off a credit card and funded it. I know it's probably counterintuitive, but I'm like, look, I don't have any money, but you need money to make money. No matter what people think, nothing's free. So I went in and put it in there and I got some returns back. And so I said, okay, that ain't enough. I put $100 in there and I'm like, $14, that ain't no money.
Wait though, but for a second though, just so we could put it in perspective, you made $14 off of 100, which was 14% growth off of one move. That's just to put it in perspective.
You know how it is when you're hurting for money.
I get it. No, I understand.
What I did was I put more money in the account.
Right, because you still would have got 14% off of a bigger number, but 14%, some
right.
people for a whole year. So keep going though, because I'm inspired.
Right. I put $200 more in there. I kept looking at that PIP calculator that she was showing me. And yes. I said, okay, so you're trying to say, and I misunderstood some of it. However, I said, okay, so if I put this in there, I get this back. If I put this in there, I get back. I think we need $300. So I put $300 in there and I got $30 back. Mm-hmm. And then I said, I need more than that. So then I transferred $1,000 off my credit card. And he's like, I said, you know what? It ain't doing no but sitting there anyway. It's not making me no money sitting there. I transferred $1,000. And then I went back another day. Next day, I had $67. I made $67 off $1,000. And I said, I said, we need to put $3,000 in this account. So I kind of ended up transferring money over. And then I saw where they were giving me the bonus money. From the Forex.
Right.
FX choice. They were giving me the bonus money. Right. So I said, wait a minute. They giving me $600 bonus money. At the time, I didn't understand about the equity thing. So anyway, needless to say, my account now has grown to about $5,800.
So let's pause for a second because you're dropping big numbers. Past
Oh, I'm
results.
sorry.
I,
I wasn't
no, no, no,
supposed to
no,
say that,
no, no,
was I?
it's okay. It's okay. I want to bring them up to speed. So
Sorry.
past results, I'm just put a little disclaimer in
Tell
really
nobody
quick.
how much you got, right?
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure we disclaim it, and I want to make sure that they hear
Okay.
now. Told them you put the 1,000 in, you grew that 1,000 to over 5 grand. When did you start your live
No.
trade?
Wait. Let me correct you. I put the
Okay,
1,000 in there. When I saw what I got back, I put another 1,000 in there.
gotcha. Okay,
And then I
gotcha.
was like, yeah. So I actually kept making deposits because I'm like, I need better returns. I need my salary, my daily salary.
Gotcha. So when did you start the live trading process? What date, if
I
you could?
started live trading the third day. I did demo for 2 days and I couldn't take it anymore. I need a live account now because if it's gonna grow, it needs to be real. I said, you
Okay.
mean so I asked her, I said, so I can withdraw this, right? And she said, yeah. I said, anytime I want. Any day I want. She said, you can withdraw it. And then when I look at the thing, I said, it's just like anything else. When you withdraw, you need a few days before you actually get it. And so she said, yeah, you can withdraw it. When I looked in, I said, you know what? I'm gonna let it stay in there because it's not like it's my money anyway. It's credit card transfer. So I said, I'm gonna grow this for 1 month. That's what I decided to do. Grow it for 1 month. And after 1 month, then I'll make a withdrawal.
So when did you start with Rich University? When did you join?
June the 3rd.
So you just joined June the 3rd. Okay, we're at the 17th of the month. You stood in your demo account for 2 days. Day three, you went live. And
Yep.
from those deposits that you put in, it's only been maybe about a week and a half, right?
Right.
How long have you been live?
Hold on. Let me look at the calendar.
Because this is
Let's see, I
amazing.
joined on the 3rd because these days that Tokyo China, trade don't happen. So I
Right.
joined on the 3rd. I did a demo on the 4th, which was Thursday. There was not one Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I
Right.
did one Monday, and I went live Tuesday,
What's that date?
the 9th.
So you went live on the 9th. And between the 9th and
Oh,
now,
wait, yeah,
you've grown your account to over $5,000.
right. But about 3,500 of that is my deposits.
Gotcha. That's still a nice return on money that was sitting on a credit card. Once again, guys, past results don't guarantee future profits. I think the biggest piece with this story for me is, for number one, you just got started. Okay. Um,
Right, right. I just got started, but like I say, I realized that I was kind of preemptive. I you know how it is when you need funds flowing now. I I needed funds flowing now, and once I realized, okay, my returns are directly related to my balance,
mhm.
and so I'm like, okay,
It's just
yeah, so
percentages
hmm,
because it's just percentages.
right. So once I realized that, I said, well, I'm just doing the Tokyo China trade, and so she told me that, but like I say, in my mind, I didn't think about it. You punch some numbers in before you go to bed, and you wake up and you got money. I mean, really, who would believe that? Who would who really would believe that? I I I'm a sane person. I'm pre-retirement, even though I like talking about my age. I'm mid-50s, so I've dealt with a lot of stuff, but I've never done, and I've done a heck of a lot of network marketing, but I've never dealt with anything that gave me money back the first night. Nothing.
So you're saying, Sabrina, basically, this your daughter, you love her, you know her, you trust her. But when she telling you all you got to do is put some numbers in, you're gonna wake up with some money. You like,
I
Sabrina,
had to see it. You know how you had to see it, and she showed me the thing, and she's like, "Yeah, but this is my demo account." I'm like, "Yeah, but does it work with real money?" Yeah, this is monopoly money. This is fake money. I'm like, does this work with real money? So I had to prove it to myself that it worked with real money. And then I don't know why, but I had been doing the trades each day and getting up looking at it. But you know how it is when a realization of something doesn't hit you immediately?
uh-huh.
I kept looking at it every day, putting in the trades, looking at it every day, putting in the trades, doing the nightclub, trying to look and learn. I said, that's a lot of information, and I talked to a few people about it, and I said, well, I don't understand it,
But at night, if all I got to do is plug in some numbers and get money and get returns the next day while I'm learning, right? And then I told my friends, I said they got a program called Earn While You Learn, right? So the money that you're paying is actually tuition. You're paying because someone is teaching you how to do this, and it's pretty much cutting your learning curve in half, probably more than that, because there's no way I could have learned that by myself. And I like the fact that you get money back, which actually covered. I made my tuition, my enrollment fee back the first week. So I wasn't really stressing about it. As I was like, okay, after that, I was like, okay, I found out, about the 3 people. I said, okay, well, I need my tuition waived, so I said, well, let's do that. I want my tuition waived. I don't want to have to pay any tuition. So now I'm tuition free. So I don't have to pay any tuition and still learn how to do this trade. But when I saw that instructor, I watched all those classes. I've been watching everything. I paid for the seminar with Tokyo, everything. But when I saw that guy, Maddie, when I saw him make over $20,000, over $20,000 in front of him, my jaw dropped. I saw him make over $20,000 in front of us in less than 5 minutes. I'm like, I need to learn how to trade. I need to learn how to trade. I'm like, and so that's the reason why I was like, and then once I saw that yesterday morning, I wasn't going to do a testimony. I was like, I need to get my hair done. I ain't got my makeup. I just didn't feel presentable to do any kind of testimony. I was like, and I ain't been doing this that long. I've only been a member for a couple of weeks. To me, it's like, yeah, June the 3rd. That's a couple of weeks.
Right.
So I'm like, I said, no, I need to learn this stuff first. Then I give you a testimonial. But after I woke up yesterday morning and I was looking at my returns and it dawned on me, I did the math. This is the salary that these people pay me to work 8 hours a day.
Wow.
I have to work 8 hours to make the same thing that I got when I woke up.
Wow.
So, what in the world would anybody not like about waking up the next morning and whether you go to work or not, you got your salary? And even though it's not a lot of money on the front end, I already know it's going to go because I've seen how it compounds. So I know right now, if I've already covered the amount of salary that I make each day, I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to work for the agency. And when I go have my knee replacement surgery, I bet you I'm going to be sitting up there taking some naproxen, some morphine. And when it wear off, I'm going to be placing a trade. So I'm like, I told my daughter, I just felt better. And yesterday morning, even though I wasn't trying to do, the testimonial thing, I had to tell you, thank you. I had to tell you how much it meant to me because I didn't see no way. I didn't see no way. After losing the business, I'm like, okay, I lost my business. Got nothing else I could do. And it was not just that. It was the fact that I spent all these years working myself to death. And I didn't even have to work myself to death. I could have just, if I had known about this, but my mom, I never got taught about finances or nothing. And if I had learned about this, my life would have been different. I wouldn't have missed my kids growing up. I wouldn't have went in the military because I would have had a way, So that's the reason why I kind of broke down yesterday morning and did a testimonial because I was looking at all the stuff I lost because I didn't have this kind of information. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But that was why I was crying. Somebody said, no, it's not about the money. It's about the fact that it could change the direction that I choose to go in. I'm not even sure if I want to even open the business back up anymore. And I was all worried about the business and losing. And at this point, my daughter kept telling me, and it's funny because even before that happened, my daughter, she told me one day, she said, Mom, she said, I don't know why, but I just got a feeling about this. I got a feeling. And, and I was like, I trust her feeling because we've done so much stuff together. All these, years we've done the business together, all the clients that we had that we love our clients like family. We love them so much. And when we had to close, it was the most painful thing that I have ever had to do in terms of my business. You know how businesses are. They're like your baby. You raise them, you nurture them. And when you lose it, it's a large loss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sabrina, your story is so powerful. And I love the comment that you made when you did tell people that that it wasn't about the money. It was about the fact that when you look over the time in your life that you spent and the things that you missed is information. It's information that sometimes we're not privy to, that causes us to think a certain way and believe that we have to do certain things that sometimes keep us away from our purpose, the things we really want to do. And now, even in your current situation, having to have knee replacement, not having the businesses, they taking your flagship product, you still able to replace salaries, sitting at home, no pressure on your knees, there with your grandbabies, from the comfort of your house, and money is not a problem for you. And that part right there is bigger than anything else. Some people on and they say, well, why do people have to share this with other people? They don't. They don't. But I can't imagine your daughter not sharing this with you. I can't imagine her knowing about this, keeping it to herself, and seeing how it has blessed your life. I can't imagine somebody who's right now praying for something, who may have went through, you know, the government not giving them business funding with COVID-19 hit, or whatever may have happened, you know, not that, or just they're not working, or whatever the case may be. I can't imagine somebody having this blessing in their hand and say, nope, it's all for me, none for you. And so the truth is, you don't ever have to tell a soul, for those that are asking on here. But for us, it's God's plan. It was never intended for us to keep this blessing to ourselves. It's changing lives around the world. You could still make as much money as you want. Nothing that Sabrina talked about today had anything to do with her telling anybody. This was all her personal testimony from someone telling her. This was all her experience with trading, her experience alone, just shared about how she was affected with the things of the world. And she's excited to be able to tell her story. We love you and appreciate you. You have all of us just tear jerking. Obviously, we're proud of you. And we know that it's going to be better. And we know that you're ready to dive in for more. And it's just the tip of the iceberg for what's to come 3 weeks in.
I wanted to tell you. I don't know if I told you. I think I did say it, but I can't remember. But the other thing is the family. The family. Um, I have a large family, but they're not around us. It's just me and my daughters.
Mhm.
And the family environment, the warmth, the it's just it's not the same, that you feel in other places. I've never really done anything where everybody was so warm and welcoming and loving and caring and uplifting. And when I was in the military, I remember having, camaraderie, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Everybody just lifts each other up, and I love being a part of the Ritchie family. It's just, I can't even explain it. I could be having a bad day, and there's different groups and stuff that I'm actually in. No matter what I have to ask, they just always there. It's somebody there. No matter what time of day you log on, somebody's there. Somebody's on the same shift you on. I can log in at 2 a.m. and type in a question, and I was like, I don't understand this. What is a pimp? So, and somebody's just right there. So, but I just wanted to tell you, I mean, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how the family was created, but I mean, I give you props. They are beautiful. The Richard family is beautiful.
Wow. That means it means so much to us. We know that people are afraid, they're unsure, they're going through so many different things. And honestly, God gave the vision for Rich University way before he ever gave the vehicle. 7 years ago, when he gave me this concept, it was to impact nations and generations around the world, to help people believe and to expose them to the elite level of education and information. It's one of the reasons that we work so hard, because we've been denied the elite level of education and information. And more now than ever, we need to know those hidden wealth secrets. And we need a real community that would nurture us. And that is okay that we don't know. And it's okay no matter what we come from, what our backgrounds are, what our educational experience has been. And I just thank God for the continued strength in people like you. Your stories is what keep us going. My husband and I, with the nightclub Mr. Logic Mix, who has just been an amazing heartbeat of this space where people can come on. It doesn't matter what their background is. It doesn't matter who have told them that they're not going to be anything. They're millionaires on their call, and they know it and they believe it, and they're marching toward that success. And it's just amazing. And so I'm just forever grateful for the entire Rich University community. Big shouts out to the whole Rich University family. We love you guys.
Hi, family.
It really is a family. Sabrina, I know your daughter is there with you. We just want to see her. If she's still there, she can just say hi to everybody.
It is.
Her,
Looking at her.
introducing you to this. And we're just really blessed. Hi, Lakeisha.
Hey, it's Lakia. Hey,
Lakia.
Lakia, how are you, beautiful?
I am well, thank you. I am
Get out of the way.
fantastic. You don't have to move. Sit down.
Hey, you guys are both in shot.
Okay, sit down.
Here we go. So, Lakia, it's a blessing. Talk to us a little bit about your experience. I know you're so proud of your mom right now. Like, it's
I have been pushing her and cheerleading her, and every day I'm telling her, don't worry about it. I got you. Don't worry about it. She is super, super stoked. She jumped in. I tell everybody, my mom jumped in naked, skinny dipping, head first. And even in the group, people were saying, slow down. We're worried. We don't want her to blow her account. And I'm saying, I can't tell Sabrina anything. I've been business partners with my mom for, has it been 10? It's been over 10 years, but solid 10 years. We've done other businesses before. And this, I just knew. I knew, and I still know this is so much bigger than us. It's so much bigger than me. I knew it was. I couldn't keep it to myself. I'm not a sharer. I'm not a sharer. I'm just a very private person. But this, I can't. I couldn't. I'm telling everybody. And I've always been a nervous wreck, probably a little shy, even though I work in sales. I work in sales. But it after doing things like Body Magic and the wellness company that we have, like she said, it's been a journey. And I just knew that this was something new and something different. And out of all the things that we've done, I felt like, wow, you mean to tell me this is all I have to do? And I wasn't as stoked initially myself, but my 14-year-old son came to me as I was learning, and he jumped in. When trade comes in, he's in my room. I don't have to wait on him. I don't have to call him. He is there. And when he started interest, and he was excited, and he came to me one day and told me, okay, I decided that if I can put US 30 in 4 nights a week for the next 10 years, I'll have $500,000 by the time I'm 26. That's what he told me. And so I gave him my login so he could go into IM. And he has been there. And he is entertaining himself with it. And he's showing me things. He actually showed her how to set up her demo account. He did it. He showed her how to place her first trade. And that, for me, was big. It was a big deal because I feel like I can give him something. We always think we're giving our kids something when we leave them a life insurance policy, or we give them an Xbox, or whatever the case may be. And I work very hard. I'm not older yet, but I have 3 children. I have teenagers, and I work. I spend about 2 weeks on average out of town a month because I travel for work. And I just saw it to be something that I can give him a value that we can do together, that he's excited about, and something that, he can trust. He's already in business mindset. He's always like, let's do this, let's do that.
So happy.
So that's just the type of family we are. We like to do business. We like to do business together. However, we've always been I want to help. We've served over 5,000 clients over the years. We've had the wellness facility, and all I've ever wanted to do was help people. I used to think I didn't have a purpose or a gift. I used to think that I didn't have anything. And all along, when I just came into myself, I realized all I wanted to do was touch people. And I've been doing it all my life. Since the day I was born, I was rich. And we all are. And we don't know that we're walking in that power, and positioning is important. And it's not an opportunity unless you're ready.
Wow.
So I pretty much just made her do it.
Wow. Wow. This is so beautiful. Sabrina,
Because she doesn't like
do
be
it.
she doesn't like to be made to do anything, and neither do I. I'm kind of a, if you try to make me do it, I'm not gonna do it just because I'm not. But when I do something and she's the same way, I'm either gonna do it or I'm not gonna do it. So
Right.
this is something I chose to do and I'm going to do it. And as far as I tell everybody, there's a business side and there's a side that's a trading side. Everyone's journey is gonna be different. Everyone's why is different. So
right.
what's your why? And I always say, why not?
Doesn't she sound like a marketer?
Hey, Sabrina.
She sounds like a marketer. Even when she's talking to me, the reason I jump in is because I trust her. But otherwise, she's marketing to
I would
me.
never tell anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. I like to go into things with integrity. I'm really big on it. It's in what we say and what we do, how we treat people, how we present ourselves. The whole thing is it's important. Personality, character, integrity is big for me, and that's what I'm trying to. I'm breaking that mold for my children. She, like she said, she's trying to change the trajectory. And yeah, she
I'm trying to change. I
She was
told her that I wanted to change the trajectory of our family.
That's right.
Because the previous generations, they were never into any kind of finance or anything.
Right.
They really didn't leave much of anything. And like I said, I have 10 grandkids, between my daughters. And I was like, this will enable you to actually leave more than just debt, more than just possessions. And my grandson, I actually want them to learn the skill.
Yes.
So I want to learn the skill because once
Yes.
you get that skill, no one will take that away from you. It
Right.
will go wherever you go. So
That's
I
right.
have friends that I've actually introduced to this, and they the first thing they say, oh, it's 235, 174 a month. I'm like, you can cancel it anytime. It's not like it's a contract.
Right.
Once you get what you need, if you don't feel like you need that anymore, you don't have to keep paying that. Or if you want to do, you can do the people like I did.
Right.
However, it's your tuition. You gotta pay for your education. I paid way more than that just for one class.
right.
And it still isn't doing me any good. I was telling her, I got 4 degrees on the wall, and none of them are helping me now. None of them.
Wow. 4 degrees on the wall, and none of them are helping you now. Yet
No, they're not helping me. They're on the wall. You hear me? They're on the wall.
your education that you pay here is pennies compared to what you pay for those degrees. And this is
Yeah,
what
you know why? $66,000 in student loan debt.
And I have 80.
And those degrees did not help me, are not helping me now. And
wow.
the one thing I realize is when your body stopped working, most people when they're younger, they don't think about this because I didn't think about it. Well, even when things happen, I'm a nurse, I can get a job. I've never not been able to get a job. People call me and offer me jobs. So I'm thinking, okay, as long as I can work. But what happens is once your knees don't work anymore, once
Mm.
you can't lift the patient, once you can't give them meds anymore, even the nurses that I'm
Wow.
working with. So if any of them are listening and pay attention to this, once the hospital can't use you anymore, once you
Wow.
can't clock in anymore, you take too many days off for sick leave. That's actually where I'm at right now. To where,
Wow.
okay, so what is going to happen to me when I can't help them anymore? Then what? So I saw this as an opportunity because I'm like, I don't need anybody to do this. And in contrast to everything else I've done, it doesn't depend on somebody walking into my business. It doesn't matter if it's another coronavirus pandemic. It doesn't matter whether or not, oh God, I just looking at it because when things depend on people, people are not dependable. God is dependable.
That's right.
People are not dependable. So everything that I am doing now is so that I can take care of myself and my family without having to depend on someone else or depend on somebody else to pay me,
Mm.
especially when the checks didn't come and my check was late. I don't have to worry about my check being late. I just go and withdraw some money from my trading account.
That's it. Wow. I just want to say congratulations, Lakia, Sabrina. What a blessing it is. Your transparency blessed the lives of the listeners today. I know 234 in retrospect, Obviously, it's nothing for $1 trillion entry, to having access to $1 trillion industry. If that's the entry compared to what people have spent on education, I mean, it just makes sense. So as we close, oh, that is so beautiful. I love it. As we close, let's talk about Tokyo China really quick, because it sounds like that's what you've been using to grow your money. You said you put that one trade in a night. Just the people who are, I know, right? All the gifts in the chat's gonna lighten up. Ding, 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 ding. We know Tokyo China did hit. Oh, they're making money in the nightclub, right? Talk a little bit about Tokyo China as we wrap. Somebody's watching. They don't know what, they want to say yes, but they don't have the time. They're still in nursing right now. They're still working their businesses right now. Talk a little bit about the seminar. Yes.
That doesn't matter. None of that matters. No, it don't take 5 minutes. When I first started, it did. It takes me what? No, it takes me about 1 minute to put my trade in. 1 minute. And I press trade. And go to sleep. Everybody I talk to keep trying to make it so complicated. I'm like, what's complicated about putting in two numbers? Actually, once you said it, what's complicated about putting in 2 numbers and then doing it again and then pressing trade and going to sleep and waking up with more money? That's not complicated. What it is everybody thinks the same thing I did. It's got to be a catch to it. Got to be a catch to it. And so then I go and explain them. I say, no, it's a earn while you learn. So while you're doing the program and learning, you're paying tuition to learn. But while you're learning, you're getting fed numbers. 1 number, 4 days a week. You get fed 1 number, but if you don't set your alert, you're going to miss it, because I missed it a few times.
Wait, what you missed? You got the first alert to put Tokyo China in. You ain't get it to close it out.
No, I was asleep.
Oh, you ain't put it in at all. I got you.
I was asleep. Yeah, but somebody told me, I said, I'm not getting my alerts. It took me, and when I look, I said, where'd that trade come from? It just popped up. And I said, well, let me put it in quick. And I'm like, I put it in. And I'm like, I'm texting everybody. So I'm like, no, I'm not texting you until I put my trade in.
I know that.
Don't forget.
Press down when Tokyo China drop. Wait, hold up. Pause. Everything. Let me put this in.
Everything stopped. My husband was talking to me. I'm like, be quiet. I got to put my trade in. I said, okay, baby, what you said?
Give me a minute. Let me put these down.
I know that's right. I can put the numbers in. But you don't, like I said, most people don't believe it. And like I said, I've actually showed my friends my account. And I guess they think it's some kind of a trick or something. I said, but you know what? I had decided this. Okay, I've like talked to 3 people, but there's several people I reached out to. Actually, I reached out to about at least 12, 13 people. And I had decided that, you know what? You know that little expression, only a fool get out of the way when the truth is thrown in their direction?
No,
I decided that I'm just not going to say anything to any of them anymore. I'm just going to let them watch me. And every day my account grow, I take a screenshot and send it to all of them.
Okay. Oh, they're going to see the.
Yeah, I'm thinking when I get up to $10,000, they'll text me.
That's the beautiful thing, though, Sabrina. What I love is whether they respond or not, it don't stop your money from coming on in. Okay?
I know that's right. I'm not worried about it, honestly. I was just trying to share the information with them. But I don't need anything. I don't need anything from anybody. I was just trying to share the information with people that I felt had been there for me, that were a part of my life, clients that were client family members that I know are going through things. But if people have shared things with you and you know they're going through something, if you know they're going through something, why wouldn't you tell them?
Right.
But at that point, it's up to them after that. You can't lead people to the water and make them drink.
Right. And I think what it is, to be honest with you, it's education. Rich University provides education. So you got to keep this in mind. And this will help me. Because our mission is to impact nations and generations. What helps me is that they just don't know what they're missing out on. They're telling themselves a story in their mind and they believe in it. Just like you did in the beginning, right? Your daughter was wanting attention, but life was going on.
Exactly.
And you didn't even give her the time to listen in the beginning, right? Right? In the beginning.
What?
Baby. And then 1 second, like I will, but 1 second. Okay. And then the thing is, they don't understand that that making money is not hard. We were taught to work hard for money. We were not taught to work smart for money. So now you're telling me a person who may be working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, you said you work hard most of your life and you missed a lot. Now you're going to send somebody a screenshot and show them that before you went to bed, you took 1 minute to put a few numbers in your phone. You went to sleep and you made what you make for your salary as a nurse, working 8 hours that has worn on your body, lifting up patients. Now your needs are affected. So to wrap their mind around that, that sounds too good to be true to them. And so we have to start to change that dynamic as we really change the narrative of the conversation that's had, which is why we do stuff like this so that your story can be heard and then your story can be heard, Lakia, and more stories can be heard because people are going to develop stories. Stories will be developed from your story. So now people will believe more because they're not hearing it from a Dr. China. They're not hearing it from a Logic Mix. They're not hearing from a Qualamitris or a Kawana or a Latasha or a Tokyo who they've heard from already. Now they're hearing from Sabrina. Now they're hearing from Lakia. So the more stories that are developed, real, true, authentic stories. You know, when we talked, I'm like, I just want your truth. I don't care if it's good, bad, ugly, or however it goes. Just tell your truth so people can find and identify themselves in the process.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I want to thank you. I do. I want to thank you. That was what that whole video was all about. I just wanted to thank you. You, Logic, Tokyo. I mean, the family, the rich royal family. So I just want to thank you because, like I said, I never would have believed that. I never would have believed what she showed me. That's why when people say what they say to me, I understand.
Right.
That's the reason why I'm the same way. My friends like, show me the money.
Mm-hmm.
Show me the money. How much you made last night? Can I get it? And I ask her, like, can I withdraw when I want? But it's like basic questions that you ask because it does sound too good to be true. It does.
Right. I mean, the way we've been taught it is. So that's why we break this down even in the presentation that what we provide is the elite level of education and information. Meanwhile, we've been taught the public level and we pay for the private level. The public level is free for all. The private level is no guarantees. And the elite level of information, 1 second, I will, okay? The elite level of education and information usually has to be passed down through the bloodline. So what we're getting has been exclusive for so long. And now it's up to us to go back because it's easy for you not to tell nobody, Sabrina. And I'm going to tell you, here's the part about it that gets really sticky. The more you tell people and the more they don't believe you, some people like, well, forget it. I ain't telling nobody, child. I'm going to sit back here and make my money. But because, yeah, I'm telling you, in our community, we get into our meetings sometimes and we like, Lord, you could tell when they're getting spoiled. Ain't nobody saying nothing to nobody. You know why? Because most people don't believe the truth that's happening in here. And so then they like, well, you know what? I'm going to just let y'all see me come up then. I ain't got to tell y'all nothing. But that's not our mission. Our mission, if it was about money, we'll just tell people, come and make your money, you good. Our mission is really about the people. Our mission is really to impact those people around the world. And if we don't go back to our communities, nobody's going to go to our communities. Nobody's coming into our schools to teach this. Nobody's going to have this conversations at the dinner table if it's not us. We know that this information is going to be continuously hidden from our community specifically. And I believe that more now than ever before. More now than ever before, when we see what's going on in this world right now, that it is up to us to go back and get us. It is up to us to go back and make impact. It's up to us to keep bringing it along. Sometimes it's our own family, friends, and loved ones who are looking to shoot us down and be like, girl, what she talking about? And all the while we have them on our mind to come and help them to do something that we're going to do anyway. And that's the big, we're going to do this anyway, whether they say yes or not. But if we can help another household, another family, another community to see the value in literally putting some numbers in your phone and not just paying interest,
right,
but earning interest, it'll be life-changing. So I'm excited.
Oh, I want to tell you this before you close. I didn't say that I didn't communicate this opportunity.
I know you did. I'm not talking about
what I said was I stopped beating my head against a brick wall. What I did was I communicate now. I just do it with screenshots.
Results, right? You let the results talk for
I
you.
just let the results speak for themselves. When I wake up in the morning, I look at it like, and then sometimes I type on my thing, $227 more. I'll take it, and I screenshot it and send it to everybody I know. So after about a week, a couple of people are like, "So what are you doing?" I was like, "I'll send you some information and you can take a look at it. If you didn't do it, let me know, and I'll hook you up with who you need to speak to." So, but like I said, I'm trying to learn this thing. I want to learn how to trade. I want to learn how to trade because I'm getting ready to have knee surgery. I'm trying to push it back because I'm kind of worried about the hospital and the COVID-19, but trying to push it back. But I found something that I could do that doesn't depend on my body working. And like I said, I'm getting older, all of us getting older. But I guess when you're younger, you don't really think about the days when you can't go clock in, Like, well, as long as I got a nursing license, I can make the money. It doesn't matter what profession you work in. You have to be able to perform.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm excited. It's a blessing. And I want to say I'm really proud of you. And I definitely know you're communicating. I'm speaking for the people that are watching who may be feeling like all the people in the community who like, that's why I don't tell them no more because they keep on. I get it. I'm just being honest. If you can sit home and make all this money, our money is not contingent upon somebody saying yes, whether you say yes or not. Tokyo China's coming out. Everybody's gonna put that trade in, and we're gonna do
that's right
everywhere, whether you know what that means or not. Period. So
right, and every morning we celebrate.
Exactly. So it's a blessing, Sabrina. Thank you so much, Lakia.
You're welcome. Thank you, Dr. China.
You're welcome. Tokyo and I know she's blessed as well. Kuala Mitras is on, your phenomenal leaders who are just doing an excellent job and just providing the support and everything that's necessary. I'm just excited. Ann, I see Ann is on, Kawana is on, Sonia is on. So many leaders are here that are part of the whole tribe and making this happen. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Listen, here's what I want you guys to do. Get back to the person that invited you to the call. My puppy is barking in the background. Get back with whoever involved. Oh my gosh. Y'all just read the signs because we at home. This is real life stuff, okay?
I put my dogs in the crate.
Gosh. I gotta go, guys. We love you. We thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Get back, get in. And nightclub is tonight. You don't want to miss it. Come get Pixie with us in the nightclub. And if you get in time, you can get some Tokyo China tonight. You come see what that's about. God bless you guys.
I'm gonna be there.
Thank you so much.